Imagine a world of cold and darkness deep within the Antarctic Circle, a place where the sun barely rises for months on end, and the air is thick with icy mist. This is not the Antarctica we know today, but a lost world from deep time, shrouded in mystery and wonder. Here, against all odds, life didn't just survive, it thrived. Hardy plants pushed through the frost, creating pockets of green in a landscape dominated by snow and ice. These ancient forests were alive with the sounds and movements of creatures perfectly adapted to the cold. Over 110 million years ago, Australia was joined with Antarctica, forming the southernmost edge of the supercontinent Gondwana. This vast landmass stretched across the globe, and its polar regions were unlike anywhere else on Earth. For months at a time, the sun would dip below the horizon, plunging the forests into a long, frigid twilight. Temperatures dropped, and darkness reigned, creating one of the most challenging environments imaginable. Yet, astonishingly, dinosaurs called this frozen wilderness home. They left their footprints in the snow and their bones in the earth, silent witnesses to a forgotten era. These weren't the colossal giants of the tropics, but smaller, hardier species. Many were covered in feathers or thick insulating coats, uniquely adapted to survive the extreme cold and the endless night. Fossils unearthed in Victoria, Australia, reveal a vibrant ecosystem teeming with life. These dinosaurs didn't migrate to warmer lands, they stayed, enduring the harsh polar winters year after year, a testament to their resilience. To survive, they evolved remarkable strategies. Some dug burrows to escape the cold, while others huddled together for warmth or foraged beneath the snow for hidden food. They became a community of true survivors, each species playing its part in the ancient polar web of life. The very idea of dinosaurs thriving at the poles once seemed impossible. But fossil discoveries have shattered old assumptions, revealing a world more complex and astonishing than we ever imagined. In this journey, we'll travel through ancient forests and along icy rivers, meeting nimble plant eaters that grazed on tough polar vegetation, and stealthy predators that stalked the shadows, perfectly adapted to hunt in the gloom of the polar night. We'll uncover how these remarkable animals found food, kept warm, and even developed behaviors similar to mammals, huddling together, sharing warmth and caring for their young. In the depths of winter, they guarded their nests and raised their hatchlings, ensuring the next generation would survive the long polar night. Their story, written in stone and ice, is a powerful testament to evolution's ability to conquer even the harshest environments and to the incredible adaptability of life itself. Join us as we rediscover the lost world of Australia's polar dinosaurs, a world of resilience, adaptation, and survival against all odds. Because in the end, life, as always, found a way, no matter how cold, dark, or impossible the world may seem. Step into the polar forests of ancient Australia, a lush, temperate rainforest, not a frozen wasteland. Imagine a world where the southernmost lands were blanketed in greenery, a stark contrast to the icy tundra we might expect today. Towering conifers and dense ferns formed a green cathedral, their branches arching high overhead and filtering sunlight into a mosaic of shifting patterns. Beneath this living roof, a rich and vibrant ecosystem thrived, teeming with life at every level. Mosses and liverworts blanketed the ground in a soft emerald carpet, soaking up moisture and providing shelter for countless tiny creatures. Braided rivers, fed by the melting snows of distant mountains, wound their way through deep rift valleys, bringing life-giving water to every corner of the forest. These waterways were true lifelines, shaping the land over millennia and preserving the remains of ancient plants and animals as fossils, locked in stone for millions of years. Each bend in the river told a story of change and survival. Gymnosperms, conifers, cycads, and ginkgos dominated the landscape. Their tough, needle-like leaves and thick bark were perfectly adapted to the cold, nutrient-poor soils, allowing them to endure harsh winters and thrive where other plants could not. The forest floor teemed with ferns of every shape and size, from towering tree ferns that reached for the light to delicate species that flourished in the deep, cool shade. This dense undergrowth created a layered world, full of hidden life. This ancient flora formed the very foundation of the food web, providing abundant food and shelter for herbivorous dinosaurs and countless other creatures. Without these plants, the entire ecosystem would have collapsed. Seasons ruled life here. Endless summer daylight brought a frenzy of growth and activity, as plants and animals raced to make the most of the sun. But when winter arrived, the land was plunged into months of darkness and cold, testing the endurance of every living thing. Survival depended on endurance, not just strength. Only the most resilient plants and animals could withstand the long, harsh winters and emerge again when the light returned. The polar forest was a world of dramatic contrasts, bursting with life and color in the summer, then falling silent and shadowed under a blanket of snow in winter. Each season brought its own challenges and opportunities. Every creature here, from the smallest insect to the largest dinosaur, was shaped by the unending rhythm of light and dark, adapting in remarkable ways to survive the extremes. This was the stage for the polar dinosaur's remarkable story, a world both beautiful and unforgiving, where life found a way against all odds. The polar forest teemed with a remarkable diversity of dinosaurs, each uniquely suited to the challenges of this ancient frigid world. Every species carved out its own niche, adapting to the harsh conditions and limited resources of the polar environment. Small ornithopods like Leaellynasaura were especially common here. These agile, herd-living plant eaters had unusually large eyes, perfectly evolved for gathering the faint winter light that filtered through the dense canopy during the long polar nights. Their small size and impressive speed allowed them to dart through the undergrowth, helping them evade hungry predators and survive on the sparse, tough vegetation that grew in the cold soil. Other ornithopods, such as Atlascopcosaurus and Contosaurus, also thrived in these forests, each with their own adaptations for survival. These nimble dinosaurs darted through the ferns and moss, their teeth showing heavy wear from grinding down fibrous, hardy plants that few other animals could eat. Together, these quick-footed herbivores formed the backbone of the ecosystem, shaping the landscape as they foraged and migrated in search of food. But danger was never far away. Predators lurked in the shadows. Small, feathered theropods, likely dromaeosaurs, hunted with keen intelligence and remarkable stealth, using the cover of ferns and fallen logs to stalk their prey. Their feathers, more than just for show, provided vital insulation against the biting cold, allowing them to remain active even during the harshest winters. Larger predators like primitive tyrannosauroids also prowled these icy forests, reigning as apex hunters in this chilly twilight realm. Fossil evidence, scattered bones and ancient tracks, confirms their presence and hints at dramatic chases and life-or-death struggles beneath the ancient canopy. The struggle between swift, cunning hunters and ever-watchful herds played out in the perpetual twilight, a constant battle for survival. Every day in this polar wilderness was a test of endurance, resourcefulness, and adaptation as both plant eaters and meat eaters fought to survive. In this ancient world, adaptation was not just an advantage, it was the key to life itself. Surviving the polar winter demanded extraordinary adaptations. Fossilized bones reveal growth rings. Unlike dinosaurs from warmer climates, polar species grew year-round, never fully hibernating. This suggests a higher metabolism, possibly warm-bloodedness, allowing activity even in freezing darkness. Leaellynasaura's large eyes were perfect for low light, while its long tail may have helped conserve heat. Theropods likely sported insulating feathers, trapping warmth like a down jacket. Some dinosaurs may have burrowed for shelter as their North American relatives did, creating warm refuges beneath the earth. These strategies, active winters, insulation, and possible burrowing, were crucial for survival. The polar dinosaurs' biology was finely tuned to their harsh world. They didn't just endure the cold and dark, they thrived in it. Their adaptations reveal a level of sophistication once thought impossible for dinosaurs. Evolution had equipped them for the ultimate test. As polar dinosaurs roamed, a botanical revolution was underway. Ancient conifers and ferns dominated, but the first flowering plants, angiosperms, were emerging. These newcomers grew and reproduced quickly, offering softer leaves and energy-rich seeds. For herbivorous dinosaurs, angiosperms meant better nutrition, especially for growing young. This shift allowed for greater diversity among plant eaters and, in turn, more opportunities for predators. The rise of flowering plants injected new energy into the ecosystem. Polar dinosaurs witnessed the dawn of a world soon to be transformed by color and abundance. The floral revolution changed the rules of survival. Our knowledge of polar dinosaurs comes from the fossil-rich cliffs of Victoria's Dinosaur Cove. Paleontologists have braved harsh conditions to extract precious bones from ancient river sediments. Most fossils are fragmentary, jaws, vertebrae, teeth, but even these reveal species, size, and growth patterns. Fossilized footprints and trackways provide rare glimpses of behavior, showing herds moving together and confirming social habits. Dinosaur Cove's log jam deposits offer a snapshot of the entire ecosystem: dinosaurs, fish, turtles, and early mammals. Each discovery adds detail to the story of life at the polar edge. These fossils are echoes of ordinary days in an extraordinary world. They transform scattered bones into a vivid portrait of ancient Australia. The lost world comes alive, one fossil at a time. Early Cretaceous Australia was a land of extremes, polar, yet warmer than today's Antarctica. Winters brought darkness and snow, but not the brutal cold of modern ice caps. Summers meant endless daylight and explosive plant growth. Dinosaurs faced dual challenges, surviving freezing nights and finding food when plants lay dormant. The rhythm of light and dark defined every aspect of life. Fossil soils and plant remains reveal a temperate, seasonal climate, with evidence of permafrost in some layers. Conifers and ferns dominated, adapted to cool conditions. By piecing together geology, fossils, and dinosaur adaptations, we reconstruct a world that pushed life to its limits. The polar dinosaur's resilience was shaped by this climate of constant change. The discovery of juvenile dinosaur bones in Victoria is powerful evidence. They weren't just visitors but year-round residents. Hatchlings and subadults show that dinosaurs bred and raised their young in the polar dark. No nests have been found, but the range of ages among fossils suggests family groups and possible parental care. Young dinosaurs faced their first winter soon after hatching, likely protected by parents in burrows or insulated nests. These finds reveal social complexity and adaptation, transforming our view of polar dinosaurs from mere survivors to successful colonists. They mastered the art of raising the next generation in the heart of the polar night. Australia's polar dinosaurs teach us about life's adaptability. They shatter the myth of dinosaurs as tropical giants, revealing them as versatile survivors in extreme environments. Fossils show warm-bloodedness, advanced vision, and complex social behaviors. Their story is a testament to evolution's creativity and resilience. As we face our own climate challenges, these ancient survivors remind us of nature's capacity for change and its fragility. The polar dinosaurs' legacy is one of endurance and innovation. Their echoes in stone inspire us to keep learning from the past as we shape our future.